Okay, so the given information tells us that segment HF is congruent to segment HJ. So because I'm a visual person, I'm going to come over here and mark my diagram. So HF is congruent to HJ. And also,
what's that after the H? On the, it says given H what? HF.
HF.
Oh.
We also have FG congruent to JK. I'm not joking. And so there I have my tick marks there. And I have one more piece of information, and it's about the point H. And H is the midpoint of segment GK. Okay, so let's talk about midpoint. What does midpoint mean? It's in the middle, it's in the center. What does it do to a segment? Splits it into two equal halves, correct. So
that means JH is equal to HK.
GH.
Well,
HK.
sorry.
Right. So that's the point of our proof. The last piece of information we need is to show that the third sides are congruent.
Is JK and FH parallel?
It's not necessarily part of this problem. So here we are. We have to prove that triangle FGH is congruent to triangle JKH. Okay, I'm going to use the two-column proof. Okay. First, HF is congruent to HJ. FG congruent to JK. And how can I make that statement?
Given.
This information is given. 2. H is the midpoint
Was that given to you?
of GK. How can I make that statement? It's also given. So based on the discussion we had before and how Chad pointed out that those are now congruent, we can say GH is congruent to HK, and the reason is the definition of midpoint. So that brings us to the end. We now have two triangles with three congruent sides. Triangle FGH is congruent to triangle JKH because of, side, side, side postulate. Okay? Homework. Page 200. 3 to 23 odd plus number 27. I know it looks like a lot, but these are easy problems. And then on page 208, number 3, and then numbers 10 through 17. So everybody got that written down?